Show here on the 18th of March 2023. It's kind of breezy out, and I didn't think there would be so much dew on the car. Usually when it's breezy, it's not too bad. We're down to 2 puppies. We better go say hi. Well, hi, Boomer. Hi, handsome buddy. And hello, Mr. Curly. How are you? Yep, we're down. We got the one. The fellow was here yesterday and came with his wife and said he was going to get him, but I guess he got busy. He's the engineer here. I guess they got busy. So he never did come pick him up. I hope he does here today. And I don't know if you can see that, but we got a really nice crescent moon. It's sideways this time. A lot of times it's smiley. Got my little shaky, but it's a beautiful morning. Yesterday was very nice. We had some sweat going on. That was pretty good. Don't forget, when you sweat a lot, you got to replace some minerals, so don't forget. Other thing I wanted to remind you of is the backup channel, Al Gore Beaks. If you could go over there and subscribe, then you get notifications for any lives or anything. Tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Manila time, I'm going to be doing a live. That's Sunday, the 19th. I'll put the little picture up in here somewhere, and we'll be doing that. Just chit-chatting on some of the stuff. We could talk about anything I've done the lives on. Pretty happy with the gear we're connecting up. I was able to talk to the doc. You know, he's a computer scientist. He really knows his stuff. I didn't want to bug him because I know he's not feeling well. He doesn't have time. They got Nurse Ratched on this case, so what happens with him, he has to sneak into the bathroom to use the phone. You know, they're kind of strict where he's at. Hopefully he'll be out of there soon. He sounds great, but I had done a crash course in computer, you know, because I've been out of it for a long time. I haven't been in the market. And, you know, heck, guys, I started with the Commodore VIC-20. Come on. My phone's got 1,000,000 times more computing power than that. But, you know, the crash course, I picked up a lot. I picked up a whole lot. And then I was talking to him about it. And, I mean, this is, you know, me, I'm still learning my pluses and minuses, and he's already in advanced calculus when it comes to these computers. So I was naming off the stuff, what I picked and why I picked it, and he was agreeing with it, so I guess I did okay. Because there's a lot of things in there, like on the graphics card, that thing I noticed as you bump up in that, it's just like they got a 3050, 3060, 3070, 39, you know, and you can really watch the price of a computer just go through the roof. But watching these people who do the Da Vinci and all this kind of stuff, and one of the fellows said a 3050 is a little low. It won't render the colors quite right. 3060 is really good for the money. Then when you get up to 3070, it's like for gamers and stuff. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm not into gaming at all. I had a buddy, and I watched him for a long time. Get off of work, jump on the TV, and start gaming. Wouldn't talk to his family, his wife, you know, and I just like, holy cow, you know, that, it just amazed me, you know, smart dude too, a real smart dude, but it's just a shame. So I'm not into the gaming. I have no desire to sit in front of a TV and shoot people. I just watched, Doc sent me one because there was some porn in it, you know, and they took my video down. But, you know, they're just chopping people up with swords or shooting them or axing them or all this. I have no desire to do that. Sit in front and go brain dead on that. But, it's getting there. It's all collecting up the stuff, and it'll be real nice to get the Rumble. I think the problem with me being able to sign into this Rumble is it might be because I'm on a phone, guys. That could be it, because Come on. You know, every time I go to log in, the dang thing, it won't let me. It says my passwords, and I've heard a couple people tell me the same thing's happening to them. And I asked them, are you doing it on their phone? And all of them said, yeah. Other people are having no trouble. So when we get the laptop up and running, we'll get started on that. I definitely want to do a Rumble channel, but the Rickshaw channel will go just to travel stuff and scenery and all that. But here's the thing. The last time they knocked me off, they said it was pornography, and there wasn't any. They just made it up. They just made it up and said, you're a pornographer and we're knocking you down. And it was supposed to be until the 2nd of June. They never took the video down, though. Anybody who watched it knows that, you know, I'm not into that anyway. And they let it, I did the appeal, and they said, nope, we got you this time. And Doc knows some people down there. He did programming for them and their computer work, and talked to them, and they went ahead and, you know, took it off. You know, they made it so it was just a 7-day, which to me was absolutely ridiculous. There's no way you can fight these people. There's no one to call. There's no one to talk to. You can't reason with them. You know, they're terminators, is what they are. They're going to terminate your account if they can. They're nothing but a pile of terminators, just like that dude said. You can't reason with them. They've got this set program that they're going to do, and they're just going to do it, and they're going to get rid of anybody who thinks for themselves, is what I can see. You know, I remember when all this crap started a few years back. I'll be honest, guys, I wasn't buying it. You know, first I was just against it because I didn't want somebody telling me what I'm going to do. But the more I got into it, I was like, oh no, this is not good. And then if you look at these folks from years ago, that, you know, they were saying this stuff was going to happen. And I remember Men in Black, where they looked in the rag sheets, you know, the Inquirer and all that, to see what's going to happen and what's going to be done. All we got to do is look into the movies, guys. You know, because they're showing it all in the movies what they're going to do. You know, these evil. You look at Dr. Evil over there, Schwabi, and they tell you what they're going to do. I mean, they spell it right out. And I think they do a lot of false stuff too to scare the crap out of people. But you look, they're still going down by the numbers of things they're doing. You know, they got everybody to do a compliance thing, and I still look around here and I see them. You know, they're wearing, you know, these face diapers and all this stuff, and I just shake my head. It's like, come on. And I don't know. Now you got people coming out saying, oh, you know, this is terrible. These doctors, learned people are coming out. And if you're not a doctor, you're not allowed to speak. And if you're a doctor not on their side, you're not allowed to speak. See, terminators. So I hate this dog here. What a worthless piece of crap. His whole life he's just been locked up over there. He doesn't know anything but to bark. He just wants to play. And they just, no hands on him. They never take him out. They never do anything. And it's just a royal shame. Why would you get a dog to waste it? Some of these people here make me sick. But a lot of this stuff going on. They had the Tetros dude getting up there. Yeah, you know, they're trying to ram this thing through where they take control of your government. And he's coming up, no, we're not. It's not, we're not going to do that. Ah, baloney. And then he comes back after, yo, we're going to protect the world. Hey, They're not up to protecting the world. Look what they did in Ohio. You know, they're just hitting the dominoes, and dominoes are falling. They did a scare thing. They started smashing food places. They're getting McDonald's workers wanting all this money. You know, look at McDonald's. Okay, well, we were going to fight for this minimum wage, and we're going to do this and do that and the other stuff. And guess what? You walk into McDonald's, it's all machines now. They even got one there's nobody in it. It's test run right now. There's nobody in there. Nobody flipping the burgers. And the minimum wage, it destroyed, guys, this is my opinion, it destroyed the work ethic of the, because nobody's going to hire a kid for 15, 20 bucks an hour. Not going to do it. But, so when they said it's got to be that, well, if you got a kid, yeah, you're going to give them a try. You're going to give them a try for a couple bucks an hour. This minimum wage is just a communist trap, guys. And we need living wage. Oh, come on, give me a break. You can't shoehorn anybody. I lived in different parts of the country, and it's like here, you can live as cheap as you want, or as rich as you want here. I'm not kidding you. I've seen places for $1,000, 1,000 pesos a month rent, and we had one place was 10,000. I know people are paying 35,000 a month. And up, you can get some pretty fancy places here. But this minimum wage, though, guys, it's all just a trap. And then taxing the rich. Yeah, we gotta tax the rich, old bastards. You dummies. Anything that they do or process, they've got lawyers to find any kind of loopholes, putting their money in insurance accounts, doing whatever they can to minimize the tax, which is ridiculous anyway. It's too high. And they're not going to pay it anyway. But why would you want to tax them? Did you ever get a paycheck from a poor person? You go out on the homeless street. Hey, where's my check? No, it never happened. And here's the thing. I remember when they had the boats on the East Coast, and I think Clinton was in, and they put this 25% tax on the boats. They smashed that whole economy in the area, just absolutely destroyed it. Because rich people, I'm not paying a 25% tax on my luxury yacht. I'm gonna either just not replace mine this year, or I'm gonna go somewhere else. South Korea is booming now with yachts and stuff. A lot of countries are. They're booming because we smashed ours, and people don't realize it didn't just smash the yacht company. It smashed all the restaurants, the stores, the people who make little bolts and nuts, and motor people all over the country. People who build this stuff. And they thought it was a good thing. Yeah, we're going to tax the rich. You can't. Rich are going to go around, and they're going to have their money no matter what, guys. They're not going to pay the ridiculous tax. They'll leave. And they're just going to pass that tax on to you guys. So you getting up there, Mr. Joe Democrat from Western Pennsylvania, yeah, tax the rich. You dummy. I want to be rich. I don't want them to tax the crap out of me. The income tax was never ratified anyway, guys. Never happened. So it just seems to me a legal tax. And of course, government got a hold of it. It went from supposedly 1%. And it still is voluntary, by the way. Of course, they'll voluntarily throw you in the gulag if you don't pay it. They got their federales, and I had a meme on there. I'll see if I can find it again. Put it on the back of this one where Limpsky was calling Biden, "Where's my money?" And he says, "Hey, I'm getting these 87,000 collectors to get it for you." You laugh at it because it's so dang true, guys. It's just absolutely horrible, the crap that they pull on you, and it's because of ignorance. I watch a lot of these cop things on the TV where they're pulling people over, they make up their own laws, they got qualified immunity, and they're abusing people. They're just abusing the crap out of them. And they need to hold those guys accountable, not the city. Here's what happens if they do something wrong. Yeah, they might get a lawsuit for $1 million, and who pays it? Tax people, the city. Cops don't individually pay for that. I think when it starts coming out of the pension or coming out of their pay and getting fired, there's going to be a change. And also this stuff, if you're fired from being a cop, with all the technology they got now, you can't be a cop anywhere, ever. You can't. These guys, they get fired from one big city, when they leave and go somewhere else, or they put them at a desk and they never lose a dime, and then they sit back and laugh about it. "Oh, I shot that guy. I shot him right in the eyeball." That's what a lot of them are doing. They're narcissistic freaks a lot of them, they get butthurt on anything. I just watched the videos, guys, and there's more and more of these auditors popping up everywhere. And that's just local. Look how it is with the people in Washington. You think they're not 100 times worse? And I don't care what anyone says. I don't believe any of them on our side. None of them. They're all in on it. Every single one. And there's not much you can do, that's for sure. You know, it doesn't seem so. You try to do a vote. Well, they already got that covered. They don't care. I don't think the voting was good for years and years. For at least my lifetime, I always said get out and vote and all this stuff. And it cemented in me this last time on the big one that what for? What the hell? What the heck would you do that for? It's just a waste. And you watch all these people doing hearings and all this, you know, yeah, we're gonna get them. And year after year after year, all you hear is, yeah, we're gonna get them. I'm not gonna get any of these guys. They're up on top and we're not. You'll get it. You'll get it and thrown in jail. You don't have the money for the lawyers, you'll be in jail forever. And they'll just destroy you because they can. They got money. And I see a lot of my buddies and people I know, you know, oh, it's these Rush, it's this, it's that, it's the other. That's the bankers. Look at all the bankers that were on the Titanic that went under. They were against getting into this fiat currency deal where they control the money. This inflation, guys, the only one who can make inflation is the government with their fiat currency. So this is part of the attack, guys. It's still part of the attack. And, you know, once you get your head wrapped around that and realize it, you know, then you're just gonna say, the fight is huge and it's not our fight. You know, we you know, you fight against principalities and all this stuff. We can't fight that fight. There's only one that can do that for us. So don't forget, make sure, you know, to go through that narrow gate they talk about. But look at this, guys. I'm going to show you out here a little bit what I see every morning. Noisy. I got to take certain routes to try to stay away from the dogs. They got a new, I'm telling you what, I think somebody over behind us, it's way at the end down by the river. And I think they bought a pack of wolves. You know, you think the chickens were bad. When these things start howling at night, and they'll howl for 2-3 hours straight. And I just sit back and say, why would anyone have dogs like that? Shaky when she barks, I don't allow that. I don't want her barking. She will yip if she's scared, but she'll generally just growl. So this is my only time I can take her out and just let her run. She's, there's so many people walking now, and she's curious. She wants to see them, so I can't let her out of the tricycle when I'm riding. I can't have her run here. If I put her on this road to run, nope, she cuts over the other streets because there's so many people out now. You got the ladies walking in the mornings. Even a couple of the dudes, they're out walking their dog or with their kids or something. The little tiny ones, and I can't have her doing that. They're just complaining. They got this thing online, the association. So not much I can do with her. I wish she would just listen a little bit better, but yeah, she loses her running privileges because she doesn't listen. She's just right up here now. I don't mind in the morning. There's nobody out but me. Security guard. I see the security guard a lot of mornings, and cruising around with a shotgun. I like our security guards here. That's one nice thing in the Philippines. They got security guards. A lot of them, though. Anything you go to, that's something when you come to the Philippines. Of late, in the last 15-20 years, they got security guards everywhere. You know, they got them at any restaurant, Burger King, McDonald's. They got them cruising all around the mall, and they know their stuff. They'll be real helpful to you. And I always say, treat these guys kind of nice. They don't really make a whole lot of money. When I was at the call center, there was a girl that was, her English was flawless. She was a security guard there. And I said, you should try. Well, she's trapped into the security guard thing because she owes so much for all these uniforms. You know, they give you a job to be a security guard, and then you owe them because they set you up, so they got you locked in. I said, yeah, but if you come to the call center, you can make 3-4 times the money you're making there, and plus that, and just pay that off, and then you got some nice uniforms in case you want to go back. But they're too timid. I noticed that here in the Philippines. They're afraid to upgrade in their job. They don't have, I don't think a lot of them have the confidence in themselves to move up. You know, it's a rare thing to see it, and they're just afraid. You know, I've seen them at the call center where they were offered a higher position, and some won't take it because they're timid, or they, oh no, I'm doing good here. I don't want to move up. Well, I don't know, me, every time I had a chance to move up, even when I didn't have a chance to move up, I strived to move up, you know, and I just made up my mind I was going to do it. But, you know, this is a whole different culture here in the Philippines, and they're not. I just watched Tropical Tim. He did a on the street interviews of Filipinos. Take a look at that, guys, if you're on there. I'll put a link in for his channel. I thought it was interesting. I was looking at that going, man, you know, it's a whole different thing. But I don't know how it is in the States with these young kids anymore. You know, some of them are totally off the wall, and then all the crap they put in their face. I just saw one here. Somebody sent it to me, or I saw it on Odin's Men. I can't remember. And it was a thing. I don't know if it was started out as a female or a male, to be honest with you. But it had these rings in his chin, its forehead. It had reptilian things on, and his tongue was split, and it had holes in the mouth where it could stick its tongue out, and it was doing some kind of facial weirdness. I'm looking at this thinking, where was the intervention? I'm serious. Why didn't somebody intervene in this poor child's development and let, you know, they just let them go that far? I did not understand that at all. You know, there's people, I just think it's people are getting too selfish and they just don't care anymore about theirs. But holy cow, I look at my little ones and I correct them when they're heading down the wrong path. I don't want that. I like to look at that old Andy Griffith one, him and Buddy Ebsen. If you can look at that, I'll see if I can find a link for that too. But it's on Facebook, and you know, hey, kids will grab the first shiny thing. Yeah, it's true. So you got to be real careful with your little ones. I know a lot of guys who watch this are older ones that don't have kids, but you know, you look at my buddy Gary down there, and he's north of Dumaguete, I believe. He's got a little one again. He's my age, and he's got like me. His is even younger. So you know, it can happen. I do not believe, though, guys who come here to the Philippines and they don't want to have kids with these young girls. Well, the young girls are going to go with them anyway. I saw one guy on there, a vlogger, that he got a young girl, and looks like she's 28, 30. That's my guess. Pretty girl, and he's in his 60s. Before he come, he said he went and got a vasectomy because he didn't want no kid. Well, here in this country, the kids are the retirement guys. You know, as the mother and father get older, their kids still live with them. Kids get to take over the house and they take care of mom. And of course, it's like the Waltons. You know, this country's in the Walton stage, and families are really tight knit and close. And you pull one of them out, and there's not that kid or the grandkid. It's not good. It's not really good. Of course, too, being foreigners here, you know, somebody was saying that, you know, the women look at you and they'll hit on you, you know, and they think you're handsome, and you know, they're just building up their own something in their head. It's not that. I think a lot of these young girls that are getting with the older guys, they're looking at a ATM machine. Truly, you know, and that's what's gold for them. So it's a shame, but a lot of guys come and have young ones. You know, they have some little ones. We have 3, and beautiful kids. I think, to be honest with you, I think they're better off raised here than in the States with what they're doing in the schools, this twerking stuff, and they getting dudes dancing, and I think they're just going, you know, they're going to get to a point they go too far, and it makes me laugh. You know, they want the women's lib. The women's lib movement has just been destroyed. It's been absolutely destroyed. When you've got when they give a award to a beauty contest to a dude over a woman, or the dude who's winning all the swimming, you know, it seems like if you're an athlete and you're mediocre, just say you're a chick, you know. And then you can beat up on all the girls, and that's what they're doing. You know, they're doing it. But then you get some of these chicks saying, yeah, I saw one on there, I'm tough, I kick the crap out of dudes, I do it all the time. And then you look at these Marines, they get these chicks in there, and these chicks just get smashed immediately. You know, they just, it's just enough to shake your head. We're going to take the street earlier. There's some howling dogs. I don't know if you can hear that. They do this all night. It's worse than the chickens, guys. Who in their right mind would get a pile of dogs to do that? Come on, Shaky. We're going to go this way to keep those little yap dogs. I forget sometimes when I'm walking to not go that way, and then I got to hear them damn yap dogs. Ours, I go out, quiet. I'll go out and hold their mouth, nope. And you do that from when they're pups. It's just like also when you're walking them. Like Shaky, she can outrun me twice as fast, 3 times as fast. She doesn't know it, because when she was a pup, every time she ran from me, I caught her. I no, you come back. And now I just, come on, and I can pull her off of just about anything she's going after. Even the kitties. She likes to chase kitties. She doesn't want to hurt them. She wants to play with them. But she does. She sees a kitty, she beeline. But now I can, hey, and she comes off. Same with the people. I can get her, but she's a Houdini. You know, it really gets me. Our windows are broken downstairs. We'll put her in, latch the door when we go somewhere if we're going to be gone just a short time. And she gets out the windows. She'll move stuff so she can get up high enough to go out the window, guys. And these windows are broke. There's no way to latch them. I can't even get them closed all the way. None of these windows that fold out in this house will close. And the mechanism was just a poor design in the first place, and it's broke. You know, it's riveted also. So to get in there and fix it, the best way to fix these windows is rip them out. Rip them out, throw them in the garbage, and start over. They really put crap windows in this place. But there's a little kitty walking. Hi, baby. How you doing this morning? My beautiful little Dorothy's up. I'll have her do the honors. She's my early bird. It's pretty early yet. It's only 4 something. Well, good morning, beautiful doll. You got your puppies out for a walk? Hi, Boomer. Hi. You want to do the honors?
Good job.
Well, say good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
Say hi to Doc, too. You only got to see him a little bit yesterday. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. My little beautiful dolly did the honors, and you all take care. Don't forget to pray for each other. Keep praying for our buddy, the Doc, you know, so that he can stay on the mend, no kind of relapses. But like I said before, I got to talk to him yesterday. We had a problem with the phone and connecting. Instead of my phone sometimes when there's a call, instead of it saying there's a call, it just shows missed call. It doesn't show me that there was a call at all. I was sitting there with the phone in my hand, waiting for him to call, and it's missed call. So no, I'm glad he sends me, okay, I'm gonna call at this certain time. And then I can just sit there and watch for it or call him. So I'm gonna let you go. and my little sweetie did the honors. And like I say, pray for each other. And like the good Lord instructs, pray for your enemies. Rickshaw out.
It's midnight, we're going all night. Can you pass a drink to get the vibe right? Don't feel like having a Bud Light. How's tequila with some salt and lime? Oh my, am I alright? Thanks for asking, doing just fine. Can I say that you're looking real nice? We'll love to chat right now before I get high. When you gaze into my eyes, I feel like I'm on cloud nine. You bang harder than 4th of July. I think I can